a city called Jolam floating in the sky. Actually, 300 years ago, there was a great war on this earth, due to which the earth has almost perished. So the city of Jolam is a wonderful site of engineering where very rich people live. So all the garbage of the city of Jolam falls on the earth. Now we are shown Dr. Dison, who is searching for some useful things from the same garbage. Here they find a cyber. Actually, cyber is the name given to those robots which have a human brain, but the lower body is a machine. Dr. Dison picks up that cyber and brings it inside his lab, because the brain of that cyber is still working, so he repairs it and cures it completely. Now the next morning, when Sahibo opens her eyes, she sees that her body has been completely cured. However, she had lost all her memory and could not even recall her own name. Therefore, Dr. Dison decided to name her Alita. When Alita is out with Dr. Dison, she is very surprised to see the city of Jolam. Then Dr. Dison tells her that it is Jolam City and the place where we live is called Iron City. Actually, every man of Iron City works for Jolam and wants to go there. Well, Alita finds a brochure lying on the road on which it was written that a murderer is roaming inside the city who has murdered 6 women. Then a huge cyber comes in front of her and she stands up to fight with him, because she did not know how to move away from him. But then a boy named Ego comes and saves her, and both of them become very good friends. Next day, when the editor is roaming outside, then Dr. Dison's ex-wife sees her, and she's very shocked to see her body. So she goes to Dr. Dison and tells him that the body you have given to the cyber is of our daughter. But Dr. Dison tells her that he says, "Yes, I know, but now our daughter is no longer in this world." She asks the doctor to create a cyber for her company, because the owner of her company, whose name is Factor, can help both of them travel to Jolam City. However, Dr. Dison refuses to collaborate with her company because she creates extremely dangerous cyber. However, later on, she plays the game so exceptionally well that it leaves everyone completely surprised and amazed. Now Hagu takes the editor to a place where both the iron-secure Jolam City can be seen clearly. Here he tells the editor that he also goes to Jolam City, because there is everything that a human being needs to live. Along with this, he tells the editor that the doctor medicine you got from the garbage that is dumped from Jolam City. But the editor does not remember anything about this. In it, Dr. Dison is going somewhere secretly, but then the editor sees him, and she starts thinking that the murderer who is killing women in the city is none other than Dr. Dison. So she starts following him. But before Dr. Dison can kill anyone, the editor comes and stops him. But then she comes to know that there's a very big shadow in front of them whose name is Krivish. Actually, Dr. Dison works to kill those shadows who are criminals. Then other companions of yours also come here and start attacking Dr. Dison, but Elitan manages to kill all of them. Dr. Dison is quite surprised to see this happen. He removes the poison from his face, but Edit breaks one of his hands, after which he also runs away from here. Now Dr. Jason takes a co-worker and goes inside a lab where he gets money in exchange for obeying the Sahabs. Dr. Jason tells the editor that the body I have given you is of my daughter, who is no longer in this world, because the Sahab I made killed my daughter, due to which my vibe left me. In the other side, Pravesh is shown whose hand is broken by the editor. But now he is in the lab of Dr. Dyson's ex-wife Sharon, whom she is treating. But then Sharon's boss, Victor, he comes here and tells her not to waste her time on this. But then a Nova enters his body, which turns his eyes blue. Garsol Nova is the one who runs the entire Jolam City, and he asks the body to fix the grain core so that he can take revenge from the Cybok who has made him in such a condition. Victor and Sharir both work for Nova. Hago, along with his 200 men, takes the editor to a place where a worship crash had taken place many years ago, so that he can remember something by seeing the worship. Our editor goes inside that worship and it gets activated automatically by seeing the editor. After going inside, the editor also starts remembering many things related to his past. Here her fingers start typing a password by themselves, due to which a robotic body appears in front of her. And she goes to Dr. Dison with a wear-it as body and starts insisting him to connect this body to her body, because after connecting to this body, she will become so powerful that she can take revenge from all the cyber criminals. But Dr. Dison refuses to do so because she is also a cybercriminal, and if he does so, then it can be a danger to humanity. Hearing this, the writer gets very angry, so she leaves from here in anger. So after this, she goes to a place with people where one has to register to become a warrior hunter. After becoming a warrior hunter, she comes to all the warrior hunters and asks them to kill the garbage. But no one is ready to support her. Here a warrior hunter named Japan starts making fun of the editor's body, but she kicks him so hard that he falls far away. Verita challenges all the warrior hunters to fight with her, but then Dr. Addiction comes and stops them, and then Gravitational comes here and attacks the editor. He had become much more powerful than before because he was made to obey the editor. He breaks the editor into pieces, but then the editor starts remembering old things related to his past. He remembers that the editor was created solely to obey Nova. In reality, Nova is the one who has control over Sonam City. Giravesh was just about to kill the editor when Dr. Dison arrives there with his dogs. His own dog is also with him and it attacks Giravesh, due to which Vishwa has to run away from here, and Dr. Dison is forced to connect Alita's body to the same robotic body which Alita has brought from inside the same warship. After this, Dr. Dison tells Alita that now you have to decide whether you want to use the body for good or evil. On the other hand, Dwiwishka is shown, who has also been destroyed very badly by the editor, but then Nova's soul comes inside Vidya, and she tells Dwiwishka that you have to get rid of her by any means. I have to bring Edita's heart from him. When Edita does not go to meet Yogo, he tells her that he needs $1 million to go to Jolam City. Recently, Edita gives him her heart and tells him that you will get that much money by selling it, so you can go to Sonam City. She does this because she started loving him, but Hugo also started loving her, so he refuses to take her heart. He asks Arita to participate in this cutting competition, because by doing this they can earn so much money that both of them can go to Jolam City. Edita agrees after that, so the doctor starts preparing Disonahilita to go to the competition. On the other hand, Victor tells all his supporters that there will be no competition tonight. Instead, you have to kill the editor by any means. Hugo is coming to watch the editor's competition, but then he meets his friends on the way. They are stealing the body parts of a friend. That is why he forbids them from doing so over the phone. Hugo also used to do the same thing earlier with his friends, but ever since he met the editor, he has changed himself. So then Japan comes here, and he is going to take the revenge of the editor from Yogo, because he knows that Yogo loves the editor. But he tells Yogo that I have not made any claim, you cannot believe me. But then he cuts the neck of the cyber lying nearby, and puts the blame on Logo. After this, he was about to kill her, but then the Logo sets her on fire and runs away from here. On the other hand, we are shown the editor who arrives to participate and the game starts. But all the psychics try to kill Alita, but she starts moving ahead in the game by escaping from all the psychics. But then Hugo calls Alita and tells her that Japan is after her and he wants to obey her. That's why Anita leaves the game and goes to save him, but all the cyber people also start chasing her, and she kills them all one by one and runs away from here. On the other hand, Japan was about to kill Hio, but then Alita comes here and saves him. But then, Alita comes to know that there is a reward of $30,000 on Alita, because she steals the body parts of Hunter Warrior. This Japan tells the editor that according to the rules of Hunter Warrior, we have to obey it. But the editor forbids him from doing so, but according to the rules she is forced to do so, and Japan kills him, and the security people come to take those people. But the editor takes him inside and asks him, why did you do this? Then he tells her that I used to only make Saibo unconscious and use their body parts. But since you have come in my life, I have left all this because I love you. Here she is secretly listening to the conversation between the two of them because she has been sent to chase the victims here. But after seeing the love between them, she goes to the editor and starts wiping his tears and decides that she will never work with pictures after today. The editor comes out and tells everyone that she has killed Yugo, but Japan does not believe her and tries to snatch Yugo's head. But according to the rule, no Hunter Warrior's prey is snatched. It is not considered legal, so the editor cuts off half of his face and leaves with Yogo's head. The editor has kept Yogo's brain alive till now, so she takes his brain to the doctor. that people chose this path because Victor had assured her that he will send her to Jolam City with money, while the truth is that no one can go to Jolam City with money. Hearing this, the editor gets very angry, and to convince Factor, she reaches the place where Factor lives. She kills all the cybers of Factor and reaches Factor, but he shows the editor the body parts of Dr. Dison's wife because Victor had come to know that she is supporting the editor. Then Vishwa comes there and attacks the editor and injures him. But then the editor regains her memory, in which she sees that 300 years ago she was fighting a war against the Iron City with her companions. But in this war all the companions of the editor are killed, and she was also about to fall in the Iron City. But then her trainer catches her and tells her that she has to save the Iron City. After regaining her memory, Rita gets very angry, so she cuts the mortgaged Suka into 2 pieces with her sword. After this, she attacks Victor with her sword, due to which he also gets killed. On the other hand, we are shown Yugon, who is trying to go to Jolam City by climbing the pipe, but the editor reaches there and stops him and tells him that one cannot go to Jolam City in this way. This is all a trick of Nova, and Bogon accepts the editor, but then Nova throws a weapon downwards, due to which Yogon gets killed. The iron rod breaks into pieces, and the editor catches it before it falls down, but she is unable to hold it for long, due to which it falls down and dies. And a scene after a few months is shown where the editor reaches to participate in the same game, because if she wins this game, then she will get a chance to go to Jolam City. Like she can take revenge for Hugo's death by killing Nova. Avalit points her sword towards Jolam City, but Nova is also watching all this from above, and he knows that the editor will definitely come here, and the movie ends with this scene. Friends, I hope you liked the video, so please like the video and subscribe to the channel, so I will meet you in the next video.